Welcome everybody to this celebration of Master Tai Chun Pan's 42 years of teaching Yang style old frame Tai Chi. For those of you who do not know me, I'm Master Pan's son, Jason. The traditional Yang style old frame has passed down by Grandmaster Xiong Yang-he is the most complete set of Yang Tai Chi today. It includes bare hand, which is basic form, push hands, Da Lü and Sanshou matching, and weapons, sword, saber, and staff, solo and matching. Demonstration will be the first form of the Tai Chi basic form, and this will be demonstrated by all of Master Pan's current and former students. So next will be the push hands demonstration.
spread out a little bit. So next, we're going to do the push in. So originally, Rick is together with me, and because the special case that he cannot make it, so I will be still here, but I will talking and explain to what we are doing. Actually, that's a good way to explain it. So for Master Shong's branch, we're traditional Yan style, but this Master Shong branch is a complete traditional, or say old frame, 老架子. So for the push hand, we have fixed step, single hand, fixed step, two hands. Then we have a moving steps. So we have quite a few sequences. So today is just for demonstration purpose. For the fixed step, single hand, we're going to do only two. And the fixed step, two hands, we're going to do 4 out of 9. And for the moving step, we're going to only do 2 out of 4. Okay. So the first one, so we fixed step, right? And you see, I will use them as an example. So Lucia started pushing, and the other side neutralize, and then immediately push back. Then, so we're going to do this 4. So this is the basic practice, how you use your waist, the turning, and weight shifting to neutralize, then come back. So not running away. Okay. So 3 times. Okay. The 4th, okay, that goes throat. And then this is a little complicated. The other side grab her, and so she push back and neutralize. See, the elbows come, so you come back and push. So he neutralizes, the throat comes. So you turn your waist and pull. And then, so you see that, use the Tai Chi principle, neutralize, control, and acting. Right, so use your waist. So after you practice this and you really got a sense what's going on and why you need to turn your waist to move your whole body. So when you come back to do the basic form, you're going to be very real. Because for basic form, usually you want to say, okay, shadow, or say you imagine your opponent. But now this is real, right? Okay. So how many? Okay, so finish the first fixed step, single hand. Okay, so that's the 2. Now the fixed step, 2 hands. So 2 hands come out, right, one side again, so push. So this is what we call the horizontal push. So one side neutralize, the most basic thing. And see, turning the waist. So this person, if he continues pushes, he can easily pull him to that way, no matter how strong the other side. In fact, the more power, the more fall to the ground, right? So that's the idea, right? Okay, the second. So then this time, so most of the people know do Tai Chi, you know, roll back. So this is a roll back. So once someone roll you back, see, so Eugene immediately neutral, follow, then try to bump into the other side. The other side turn and neutral. So that's roll back. Okay, so now next you can be interrupt the roll back. So more complicated. So roll back and see, she's turn and then press back. And Eugene do the same thing. Tai Chi principle, never force against force. They press back, so he will neutralize and then press back. Never press and press back. Press, neutralize, then press back. So everyone is doing that. And then the next one, how about so how we just do a push, just do a push, and you see, so Virginia turn her waist, yes. So see here, immediately turn, you push, then you can easily neutralize, right, with your waist. So this definitely gonna, again, help your basic form. Okay, so that's the basic fixed step, 2 hands. Now, moving step. Okay, so moving step, so we continue, sorry. So we don't want force against force, but we don't run away. So you see, go to the other side. the side, and so you don't want the other side to go to your side, so you move back. And so you do a push, then you come back, neutralize. Yes, this is a designer set, but this is just a way for you to practice, to get used to the neutralization and how do you come back. Then the next will be the next one. So see, you go out to the side and push the other side to the shoulder, and then you neutralize, and so see, you can see that it's 1, 2, 3, like a dance, but not dance. So push, you neutralize, and then push, right back, right? So push and see, neutralize, turn, and push back. So of course we have a more complicated one today. We're not showing that, but that's the idea. Okay. So 来包着一下的 ，Yeah， can we 包着？
The next demonstration will be Sanshou Solo Part A.
So for the Master Shung's branch, after you learn the basic form, then you learn the push hand. Like I said, it's a fixed step and then moving step. And then there's another, next is called the Da Lü. It's very similar to the moving step. However, just go more diagonally. So today we're not showing that. Then the next bare hand is so-called Sanshou, or free hand. Free hand, it's a two persons matching sequence. So one person will learn the A side, and the other side learn the B side. Then later on we can put together. However, you need to learn the sequence first. So we are showing the Sanshou form A. Yeah. So good. Okay, just a second.
Next, we'll put part A and part B together and demonstrate Sanshou matching.
So once one learned the part A that we just demonstrated, and another person needs to learn the B. So it's designed to use Tai Chi principle to counter the other side's force, whether punch, whether elbow, whether shoulder strike, or whether the kick. So every movement needs to have first neutralize. Tai Chi never force against force again. So neutralize first, every posture. Then you're not running away. So you neutralize, then you go to the side or go to the back, control it. Control the other side. Then you act in force. So every movement has to have that. So maybe one is neutralized and the control, they're together, then strike, right? Then some you can see that very clear, almost like 1, 2, 3, neutralize, control, and then act. Okay. So again, Rick's not here. So I will just keep talking and so to explain to you. Okay. So we're going to start one pair after the other. See punch, right? So he neutralized her elbow and punch to the armpit, right? See block and see here this one more complicated, good elbow strike, right? So you neutralize and punch her back. And she immediately turn and go to the other side. Right, so always, can you see that? Neutralization, control grab, and then striking. See? Right? Block and strike. See here, this is more complicated, which we call the splitting. Try to break the other side's zone. So neutralize, see? Push. Then see? Then kick, and then brush. Right, so people doing the form, brush knee, right? So that's how it works. And see here, this is strike our opponents is here. And it's a punch. So Kai just go back and punch, right? So see here, flat, and then immediate dodge, and then elbow strike. And this is a splitting. So this one, the turning, right? And immediately push back. And the other side neutralize and come back. So see each one, because the nature of the differences, so you cannot, it's very hard to synchronize. Because if they punch faster, you have to react faster. If they punch slower, you can react slower. So see the kick, right? See here, kick, and then you go. Then shoulder strike, so, and here's the kick, and you see, kick and the brush and the shoulder strike. Then you come back and another shoulder strike, right? And see here, see that's a slap and the other side is doing the repulse monkey. So you can see that a lot of similarity in the basic form that happened, but of course more. Yeah, see, roll back, and roll back each, right? You see that, right? So you push, you turn, right? So always not force against force. That's a good demonstration about how we neutralize and not running away. So you still control back the other. So always a circle, like a Tai Chi, right? Tai Chi is a circle, continue circling, and yin and yang switching, right? So you wait, 上的是yan. So immediately you switch and back and forth. See, same thing, right? So this is roll back and then back. Yeah. Okay, close and the bow. Then out here.
Next, we will be presenting some award-winning routines. So in 2019 in Taipei, Taiwan, Master Pan brought a group of students to participate in a competition of Grandmaster Xiong's students. So the first award-winning routine that we'll present is performed by Eugene Katz, who got first place in the adult group for his basic form second section.
Eugene here first. Yeah. So Eugene is going to start first, and then I will explain this. So in 2019, a group of my students went back to Taiwan to attend the competition among Master Xiong, Grandmaster Xiong's students. And Eugene got the first place of the adult basic form. In fact, this is one of the hardest category because competing among people 18 to 50. And that's the hardest section. So as most of the people know that traditional Yan style long form will have 3 sections. First section, we just did the demo, the first program, everybody together. Then the second is supposedly after you master the first one, so give you more challenges. So there's going to be a lot of kicks and single leg, and so you need to be very stable, steady, and balanced. And so he won that the first place of that category. So as we continue, so you can watch, then come to the next. Oh, by the way, so Eugene and Kai, they did the Sanshou matching competition also. They also got the award, but today we were not showing that. YC and Sophie. YC Lo and Sophie Lo, same last name, so probably can guess. Yeah, husband and wife. And they got the, continue, yeah, start. Yeah. They got the second place of the Sanshou matching. And just remember, we were just seeing that the Sanshou matching and the neutralization, control grab, and acting force. So this is very clear. So to demonstrate that, how do you neutralize? And so a lot of, for this is, because yes, it's a defined form sequence. So a lot of people say, oh, so even before there's a strike or force coming, you start neutralizing. We're not supposed to do that. So see here that you can get very close, right? And so see kick, then brush, and then go in. If you are in one leg, it's very hard for you to withstand a push. Or say, no one probably can say that. I can stand in one leg and then you push me. You probably can find a lot of people say, okay, I'm standing here, push me, no problem, right? Even a football player, I can withstand that. But single, probably not. So you see that, you brush and go in. Don't brush and go out, right? So that's the practice, how you confident. If you see a kick, go in instead of run away. That's one of the examples. See? So we practice that. And then hopefully, if that's your goal, or you like to have the real skill, that when you see a kick, you will not run away, you will come in. Right? Okay. And Kai got the second place of the evergreen section, first form. Yeah, Kai, like Jason already mentioned during the award ceremony, we work in Digital Equipment Corporation, and 30 years ago when we started that, and he's been together with me for this long time and practiced very hard, and you can see that. So In fact, the lower stand, the harder. Okay? So evergreen actually is 50 and above. But high is, let me count. So, can I say that? So from 18 or 17 from the bottom, from the 55. So you know it's so hard. Also that was 2 years ago, right? So he competed with a lot of people that's younger than him, and it's local in Taiwan. So most of the people that they practice daily, they go to class every day. And in here we only do once a week, right? So requires a lot that you practice by yourself at home. And so see here now, so now we can see Kai and so Eugene's kick, right? So his kick definitely make him, I think that get first prize. And I just mentioned about the once a week, right? But actually Eugene and Rick, they are the few students that they come to class. So they go to class twice a week, so double. But so most of my senior students, in fact, they're instructors in different places in my class as well. They practice almost daily at home. So that's how they can continue this. Okay. Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Next demonstration will be matching sword. Okay.
So after we have the bare hand, then we go into the weapons. So when people see, sword, scared or say very curious. Actually, it's not that difficult or different from the basic form. So when you look at people using weapons, the weapon just extension of your hand. Okay, this is how we can explain it. Okay, and also for the sword, because nature of the weapon is different from the saber. Sword is usually in the traditionally is intellectual use. Confucius use sword. They don't use saber. Saber is hard and heavy. So this is more delicate. So if they want to cut you, they slice your wrist. They slice your knee. Okay. So same thing. Tai Chi, basic form. See the waist, the turning, waist shifting, and hands don't move by itself, all those things, and neutralize, and then come back control, right? Okay. So again, Rich is not here. So now finally touch each other, sword. Then one break and cut. The other side, see, cut your arm, right? You cut, then you immediately go back, right? So neutralize. No force against force. And you never sword against sword. For Tai Chi sword, always if you can touch and then go around, so the sword will not become the sword will not become a saw. See here? So immediately go back, right? So you cut, they come to get you this before you cut down. So you force you to stop, right? So if you see, after I try to cut the other side, sword is here. I don't want to trade, right? So if I cut the other side, but I lost my arm, I won't trade. So I immediately stop. So that's why you see that, why they stop. Because the other side doing this, right? So see here, then neutralize and then go sideways then think chop, and then you go to theirs. So usually you want to think the top, middle, and the lower part. If someone goes to your lower part, you come to the top, right? And then say goes to the feet, and then facing each other, and then jump away. Then go to side, right? So see, go to side again. So you see here. So go up, cutting, yeah. Then see the, so they go up, right? See, they cut their ankle, so right. 4. Then go. Then put, and then you move back, and so back and to practice how you neutralize and then come back, right? And then, of course, you say, why now we practicing sword? Of course, now we are not emphasized on the application and usage of this. This is just for health and the extension of our basic form, all the weights and those Tai Chi principles.
Next demonstration will be basic saber. Next demonstration will be matching saber.
So originally we have two pairs, and Rick's not here, so we have one pair, 1.5 pairs. So as you can see that, so getting harder and harder. So less people can learn that or finish that. Yeah. So make sure that the foot is right. Same thing. See, cut immediately jump. So you cut their ankle and they cut your ankle, you immediately need to jump. And see here, neutralize and then come back to cut. So same neutralize, then neutralize and then cutting up. Okay? See here, and he jump away and then cut back. So of course we do slow motion so you can see that how it was designed. So it's very clear. See, they cut your arm so you move up and then go out. So you don't run away, but you don't want to trade. So, see, same is chopping the neck, and so you go up there. So now it's Jim's turn to chop the other side's neck. Right, so the other side got a chance to go sideways from left and right. And so come in, right, and then you chop the head, and so cut the knee, right, and then you go, see again, you go, the other side knows that you neutralize, come back, neutralize, come back, neutralize, come back, and this is, try to get it again, right, so the other side pick it up, and then neutralize, and then you're going to go to the side, chop the wrist, and the other side, neutralize. See, if they can chop you, so you neutralize, you come back, you neutralize, come back, with your waist, turning, yeah.
The next demonstration is basic sword.
Most hand style, the basic form and the little push hand, and you probably heard about the sword. So why, if you learn that sword, why you notice that my sequence seems this one should be the first weapon, because this one most of the people learn this. So I put most of the people last. But when you learn the sequence, after you learn the basic form, push hand, the Da Lui San Shou, then first this is supposedly the solo sword. And then after you learn the solo sword, then you learn the matching sword. Then you learn solo saber, and then you learn matching saber. In fact, Master Xiong's complete Yan style old frame will have set. Today we did not show the set. Otherwise it's just a very complete one.
We have a request from our photographer for all the performers to stay on the stage, and we'll have all the students come up for a final group photo.
Yeah, before that, so I'd like to take this opportunity to express my appreciation to all the participants. Of course, especially my students, longtime students. They practiced tirelessly for the past how many months to get this. And in fact, this is a good experience, a good opportunity to get set a goal and get it right. Yeah. And of course, see all the helpers from refreshment, reception, videographer, photographer, right? And the audio, video, especially Sang and Eugene, they borrowed the equipment. They set up, come to my home, set up a test beforehand, and so make it this happen. So big round of applause to them. And of course, my sister, brother-in-law, and their daughter family came from California, and my niece and the husband came from Connecticut, and my son drive 6 hours from Philadelphia, come to here yesterday, and of course my beloved wife. So she worked tirelessly so that I can concentrate on the event. And in fact, for the past how many months, I was, even besides the event, I was trying to write a book for the Tai Chi basic form. And so she supported me and helped me all the way. Without it will not be possible. And so a pre-announcement. So the book with Virginia's help and another bonus from her husband Rod. So Virginia is very together with me. We wrote the book and added the final version, meticulous. Final. We have many finals, so I have to redo that. So the good news is now the content is finished. Now we are in the editing format stage. So our target is probably before Thanksgiving, we'll have the book, the first book. Now because Master Xiong has 3 books. Oh, thank you. See, another helper. Yeah, thanks. So Master Xiong has 3 books. One's the bare hand, basic form, Porchen, Da Lui, San Shou, and the classics. And then another one is for sword, another saber. But especially the first one is so content rich. So we only decided to break it up. So use that idea. So the first book will be just the basic form. And then later on, we'll introduce the Porchen, Da Lui, San Shou, and the later part. We'll probably break into 5 books. Okay? Yeah. Thank you for coming.
We have an award for Master Pan as well, presented by a student.
Okay. Open this like this?
Open from here, like
Open. Envelope. Oh, okay. So, wow. Okay. So that's okay. Thank you. Yeah, really appreciate. So, Many Tai Chi, right? So, 和谐 Tai Chi. For even Chinese, most of the people probably don't recognize these two words. Right? So this is 和谐 Tai Chi. Because Master Xiong's name is Xiong Yang He. So I took that 和 and 和谐. 和谐 is harmony. Harmony Tai Chi. That's it. Thank you everyone. Thank you.